Everybody, Gentile Brothers Produce has been in Cincinnati since before the turn of the century, the last century, the 1800s.
But now Local 12 News has learned they've suddenly closed their doors after 132 years in business. Local 12 News reporter Rich Jaffe is live in Woodlawn with a story you will see only on Local 12 News. Rich?
Cammie, while a handful of people have been coming and going here throughout the day, as you can see behind me, the loading docks and the trucks are sitting idle. While there have been a few cars in the office parking area, no one was talking, and most of the lights up there have been off throughout the day. After 132 years of supplying produce around the tri-state, Gentile Brothers is apparently closed. Gentile Brothers Produce opened along Cincinnati's riverfront in 1881. They are one of the earliest large-volume produce vendors in the city. The company earned its reputation for ripening things like tomatoes and avocados, providing them to large vendors like Kroger and U.S. Foods. Today, people could be seen trying to salvage some of that produce and equipment from the Woodlawn facility as word spreads through the industry that one of the big ones has closed. This driver said he worked here. I asked him when he got word they were closing.
The beginning of the week. Oh man, I don't want to be on the news. I gotta go. Okay? Okay.
Only a receptionist was answering the phones here, and no one else was available to answer questions. I tried to talk with this man when he came out of the office, but he quickly ducked back in.
We just heard this week, Monday, that we heard from just some drivers and different people that they were closing their doors. We were very surprised. They've only been open with the new ownership for a year, and we didn't know why.
In 2012, Gentile was purchased by Jeff Oakes, an ex-employee. His new company took control on April 13th of last year. Joe Lasita & Sons is a smaller old-line produce company. 4 generations of Lasita's work here. They were surprised and saddened at Gentile's closing.
The small family-owned businesses that I think built a major part of this company, or this country, city, everything else, I think everybody loses because you lose that personal touch too.
At the same time, this hard-working family knows it's a tough business.
It's a hands-on business. You have to be here 6 out of the 7 days you're open. So we're here all 6 days. We try, when customers call, they can talk to us directly, my brother and I, who are owners. Product only lasts a few days. You have to have it here. Customers have to have it immediately to serve lunch that day. You have to, you just can't skip a beat.
Now, some of the drivers from here have already applied for jobs with Jerry and Dan Lasita. The other big name in the produce business around here, Castellini, continues to thrive, but this one is history in more ways than one. Cammie?
All right, Rich Jaffe reporting for us. Thank you. Now, if Gentile were to default on its debts, many of the produce suppliers who deal with the company would have a certain amount of protection under a federal law called the Perishable Agricultural Commodities Act. And that law ensures that proceeds from perishable things like fruits and vegetables be held in trust for 30 days after the sale. The majority of other creditors would simply have to get in line.